confer with one another, and when you're done...
Take your time filling out your ballots, getting settled. Anytime you're ready. The timer. We'll begin.
It's a Chinese grenade. Take a shot. But shoot. Get the grenade. The Marines. Shoot.
American Sniper by Chris Kyle. This warrior was willing to give everything for his country, family, and God because he possessed the heart of a warrior. What is this? What is this heart of a warrior? Iraq, 2003. Navy SEAL Chris Kyle is set up with the rest of his platoon within a small building. This is not fiction. This truly happened 11 years ago, according to the autobiography, American Sniper by Chris Kyle.
I looked through the scope of the sniper rifle, scanned down the road of a tiny Iraqi town. 50 yards away, a woman opened the door and stepped outside with a child. Marines were flooding up the road, marching north to liberate the country from Saddam Hussein. It's my job to protect them. Marines are coming. Keep watch. The only movement was a woman and maybe a child or two nearby. 10 young, proud Marines in uniform got out of their vehicles and gathered for a foot patrol. As the Americans organized, the woman took something from beneath her clothing, yanked at it. It's yellow. Its body, it's yellow. That's a grenade. That's a Chinese grenade. Take a shot. Bud, shoot. Get the grenade. The Marines. Shoot. It's the first time I killed anyone on a sniper rifle. First time in Iraq. The only time there was anyone other than a male combatant. It was my duty to shoot, and I don't regret it. The woman was already dead. I was just making sure she didn't take any Marines with her. I can stand before God with a clear conscience about doing my job.
The heart of a warrior is driven by duty to protect his friends, his family, his country, in the ugly, unnatural state of war. Although fear is a constant companion that tempts the warrior to give up hope, the bond of brotherhood challenges them to fight on. William Shakespeare captures this in his play, Henry V.
O God of battles, steel my soldiers' hearts, possess them not with fear, take from them now their sense of reckoning, ere their opposed numbers pluck their hearts from them.
Where's the king?
King himself rode to view their battle.
Fighting men they have full 70,000, 5 to 1. Besides, they're all fresh.
'Tis fearful odds.
Oh, that we had here but now 1/10,000 of those men in England that do no work today.
What's he that wishes so? My cousin Westmoreland? No, my fair cousin, if we are marked to die, we are enough to do our country loss. And if to live, the fewer men, the greater share of honour. God's will, I pray thee, wish not one man more. Rather, proclaim it, through my host, that he who hath no stomach for this fight, let him depart. We would not die in that man's company that fears his fellowship to die with us. Today is called the Feast of Crispian. He that outlives this day and comes safe home will yearly, on the vigil, feast his neighbours and say, tomorrow is St. Crispian. Then he will strip his sleeves, show his scars, and say, these wounds I had on Crispin's day. This story shall the good man teach his son, and Crispian shall ne'er go by, from this day to the ending of the world, but we in it shall be remembered. We few, we happy few, we band of brothers, for he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother. And gentlemen in England now abed shall think themselves accursed that they were not here, and hold their manhoods cheap, whilst he speaks, that fought with us upon St. Crispin's day! Once over, Lord, the French are bravely in a battle set, and will with no expedience charge upon us. All things be ready, if our minds be so.
There's the man whose mind is backwards now.
Thou dost not wish for more help from England, cause?
God's will, my liege. Would you and I alone, without more help, could fight this royal battle?
Oh, you know your places. God be with you all.
Brotherhood is the bond that holds warriors together, and a heart of valor pushes them forward. Valor is the lifeblood that fuels brotherhood, and without it, an army cannot stand. The army of Israel gave into its fears when Goliath, the champion of the Philistines, arose against them. But a young man, a man of valor named David, would stand and fight. 1 Samuel 17 from the Holy Bible.
Why have you come out to line up for battle? Am I not a Philistine, and you, the servants of Saul? I divide the armies of Israel this day. Choose a man from among yourselves, and let him come down to me. If he is able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then you will be our servants and serve us.
What should be done for the man who kills this Philistine and takes away the reproach from Israel? For who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?
Have you seen this man who has come up? Surely he has come up to defy all Israel. And it shall be that the man who kills him, the king will enrich with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and give his father's house exemption from taxes in Israel.
Let no man's heart fail because of him. Your servant will go and face this Philistine.
You are unable to go out and fight with this Philistine, for you are youth, and he a man of war from his youth.
Your servant used to keep his father's sheep, and when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb out of the flock, I went out after it, struck it, and delivered the lamb from its mouth. And when it rose against me, I caught it by its beard, struck and killed it. Your servant has killed both lion and bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine will be like one of them, seeing he has defied the armies of the living God.
Go, and the Lord be with you. Abner, whose son is this youth?
Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks? Come to me, and I will give your flesh to the birds of the air and the wild beasts of the field.
You come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, who you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you and take your head from you. And this day I will give the carcasses of the camp of the Philistines to the birds of the air and the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel. Then all this assembled shall know that the Lord does not save with sword and spear, for the battle is the Lord's, and he will give you into our hands.
Whose son are you, young man?
I am the son of your servant Jesse, the Bethlehemite.
What is it? What is this heart of a warrior? The heart of a warrior is driven by duty, strengthened through brotherhood, and marked with valor. Thank you.